Hello everybody.
Hello.
So this is basically closing thoughts on the series that we have been doing on overeating. Before we get into it, Eid Mubarak to all our Muslim friends out there. I know it was a huge occasion for all of you yesterday, and we hope from the whole team here at Defy that you all had an amazing time with your friends and family. Ollie, in wrapping up this series that we've had on overeating, I've certainly learned a lot talking to you. To the listener out there, we've looked at social overeating, we've looked at cultural factors, and we've also touched on some of the emotional factors. What is perhaps the biggest thing across the three videos that we've done that you'd like the listener to take away?
Yeah, I think main thing is, food can be addictive in all those ways. And so it's not something that's going to change overnight. You're not going to be able to just suddenly next day go, okay, I'm going to eat healthy X amount per day and you'll be cured. No. Your brain is going to fight you all the time on that because it would have formed that connection with the food that you eat that's unhealthy, saying this is going to make you feel better, it's going to get you through the day. So it's going to fight you so much on that, so it's going to be hard to kind of change like that. In saying that, it can be done. I think we've given some good ways you can do it. Probably the main way is tracking what you do, like track what you eat, track your weight to see how eating what you did affects you, and that will make you more mindful about what you're eating, and it's going to be more of like an incentive to change how you're eating. Yeah. How about you? What did you take away from it?
You've put this back on me, Ollie. You sort of caught me on the spot a little bit. I think the biggest thing that I sort of took away from doing the three videos and then talking to everyone afterwards, everybody who sort of came up and offered their feedback, I think the key thing for me was if we look at social factors and cultural factors, particularly those two, and especially with Eid yesterday and going around to people's houses and meeting all of our friends, I think social and cultural aspects are things that we shouldn't be looking to run away from. You know, these are an important part of our lives, and I don't think there's anything wrong with occasionally overeating. I think where things become a problem is where we're doing this in a mindless way, and it's happening over a long period of time, and it's hindering us from our health goals. You know, so if it's someone who's got diabetes or the doctors told them to lose weight, and they're consistently overeating in a mindless way, I think that's when things are a problem. So the main thing that I've taken away is just being more mindful, and I think that the two things that you've mentioned, keeping track of your weight, tracking calories, I think these are all things, even if it's just noting down what someone's eaten through the day. I think these are all things that help people to be more mindful, and I think food in itself is not bad. There's no single food that is unhealthy. In the Defy community group yesterday on WhatsApp, we had a thread kick off on Coke that's zero sugar and whether that's healthy or unhealthy. I think the literature out there sort of almost confirms that zero sugar Coke is not unhealthy, right? And I think there's very few foods that are by themselves unhealthy. But I think there are certain foods that have characteristics, so high sugar foods that aren't very nutrient dense, that make it easier for people to overeat them, and overeat them in a mindless way. And I think that's sort of the key thing that people need to be aware of.
If you eat a biscuit, it's not unhealthy, but if you eat a whole packet,
exactly,
it's getting unhealthy.
Exactly, and look, in saying that, if eating the whole packet is something that you want to do because you've got a particular goal, you know, say you've got a goal to run a marathon, say, you know, and eating that whole packet of biscuits is the only option you have, then, you know, I think this is complicated, right? But I think it's very much down to the individual, because it's the individual that knows what was going through their mind when they went and ate that whole packet. So I think the key thing from the whole team here at Defy has been to raise awareness around some of these issues, but it's very hard to sort of give hard and fast rules, I think.
Yeah, so that's why you're tracking what you eat and your weight is probably the best way to...
I think so. I think so.
Monitor that.
Absolutely. In terms of what's coming up, guys, we hope that you've checked out the video that Adam did as he prepares for the Tauranga Marathon. That is really something that we're both looking forward to following. Yeah. I know, Ollie, you've run a marathon in the past, and it'll be interesting to see the differences in Adam's prep compared to yours. So that's definitely something to keep your eye on. We're probably, as a group, going to go away and have a think about the next series that we're going to be doing. We may not do a series next. It may just be isolated one-off videos. But if there are any topics that you guys are interested in, anything that you feel we should be focusing on, then please let us know. The feedback and the responses that we get, mainly when we talk to people, are a really big factor for us when we decide these topics. So please let us know.
Yeah, let us know, and it's really helpful, and I hope if you still got any question about this topic, overeating and addictive eating, let us know.
That's it, guys. Thank you, and we'll see you very soon.
Bye.